Viewer note: this story is purely fictional and intended for entertainment purposes only. However, some content may be disturbing to certain audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Chapter 1: The Call. It was just a regular, sunny morning in 2026. Nothing special. Me? I'm Jupiter, 12 years old. 6th grader. I was standing at the bus stop in front of our house, squinting up at the bright morning sun. The light was kinda harsh, so I looked down at my dad next to me and asked, kinda random,
"Hey Dad, what do you think is the biggest difference between people and animals?"
Without even thinking, he reached over and ruffled my hair like he always did. Then said,
Well, the difference is people can control themselves. Animals, when they're hungry, they eat. When they're scared, they run. Everything they do is about themselves. But people, we've got love. We feel bad for others. We want to help. And we try to do the right thing. We follow rules. We have morals. People gotta learn to control those selfish urges that might hurt others otherwise. We turn into jerks. And the ones with power, they should use it to make the world better.
I nodded, didn't say much, but inside, my brain kinda went off on its own little tangent. We kept chatting, and then vroom vroom the school bus pulled up with its usual puff 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 sound and stopped right in front of us. I hopped on like always, found my usual window seat, leaned my head against the glass, and pretty soon, my eyelids started drooping. And then I don't even know if I actually fell asleep or if I was just half dreaming or what. But suddenly, this voice, super clear, but not coming through my ears, more like it just blasted straight into my brain, said,
"Attention, all humans. The year 2027 will be a critical moment for collective evolution and a leap in spiritual frequency. You must accelerate your self-awareness, learn to treat others with love, and practice self-discipline. Clear your minds of all negative and harmful thoughts. Become truly worthy human beings as quickly as possible. This is your final chance to change."
I jolted awake so hard my heart started pounding like crazy. But the bus? Totally normal. Kids were chatting, some were eating breakfast, the usual morning chaos. Nothing weird at all. But the voice? It wasn't done.
The laws of the universe can't directly interfere with your collective will, but the energy of love is far more powerful than selfishness or evil. If enough of you wake up, everything that happens in the second half of this year will become the driving force for this evolution. There's no need to be afraid.
Then it got darker.
But those who can't raise their spiritual level, who are still stuck in their animalistic ways, only caring about their own desires and willing to hurt others, won't be able to adapt to the new dimensional reality. They will be naturally phased out.
And then, just like that, the voice was gone. I sat there, frozen, my head buzzing, my thoughts spinning like I'd just been tossed into a blender. The bus mother's voice snapped me out of it. "Garden Elementary, next stop." I practically jumped out of my seat like I'd been electrocuted, still half out of it, and followed the other kids off the bus and into school. But here's the weird part. I couldn't focus on anything for the rest of the morning. Not the Chinese lesson, not the math formulas. Everything felt kind of fuzzy, like it was underwater. But those words from the voice, they just kept playing on loop inside my head. Evolution. Clear your minds. Final chance. Like some busted recording stuck on repeat, I couldn't turn it off. At recess, my best friend Xiao Jin came up and slapped me on the shoulder.
"Yo, Jupiter, you spacing out or what? Did aliens kidnap your soul or something?"
He handed me half a cookie. I took it and bit into it like a robot, still staring into space.
"Hey," I mumbled, "what do you think? If aliens did come, what would they even want to tell us?"
Xiaojin blinked, then burst out laughing.
"Ha! Probably something like Earthlings. Hand over all the snacks."
He even did this over-the-top alien invasion gesture, pretending to steal stuff. I forced a little smile, but it didn't really reach my eyes. His joke didn't help. Not one bit. Later that afternoon, in geography class, the teacher was droning on about monsoon zones and climate patterns. I stared at the colorful maps in my textbook, my fingers doodling little circles on the blank margins. But all I could hear in my head were those words again. Evolution. Clear your minds. Final chance. like something huge was about to change. And me? I had a feeling. I was already caught up in it. The sun outside the window was warm, but all I could feel was this weird chill creeping up my spine. Was the world really going to get better just because people learned to love and control themselves, like my dad said? Or were we actually standing at the edge of some invisible cliff, and that voice was just the first warning?